Welcome back, everybody, to Flashback Friday Hot Wheels Part 2. Well, last time I showed you Part 1, which is my 30s era style Hot Wheels, Auburn, Cord, Duesenberg, Cadillac, and such, that were copyright, 1999 to 2002, I think. Anyways. And I thought, well, let's show you some older castings that I have found used and some that I found new, and these go back to the 80s. Now, to start with, these are the Hot Ones by Hot Wheels, and these are in the retro package, and it's actually the 30th anniversary of the Hot Ones. This is copyright 2011, and now there's a bunch of cars that they issued. Very cool there, and if you check my channel out, you'll have to go back 5 months ago to see the video on the Hot Ones. And these are the ones here, and so let's just have a look at it. And so there you go. So November 8th 2021, and if you look at that video, you'll see some very cool cars. I got 114 views on it. I wish I could have got more, but hey, that's the way it goes. And so I thought I'd show you some vintage Hot Ones, and let's start with these ones here. Well, this is actually one of the first Hot Ones from 1981, and it was very cool casting, and they came up with a new spring axle for it, different than the original Hot Wheels red lines. And so for the 15th anniversary, well, this is copyright 81, and 82 was the 15th anniversary. But as you can see, it's a Hong Kong base, copyright 1981, front running Fairmont, metal chassis, metal body, and very cool gold Hot One wheels. Beautiful tappos. I found this one used, and it's a beautiful example, and I didn't pay much for it, but I absolutely love it. So this is the first year for the Hot Ones, 1981. And then the next older ones I have, these I believe came out for 82, even though on the chassis it's Murata Stalker, and it's copyright 1980, another Hong Kong base. Beautiful metal chassis, love the side exhaust. Gold Hot One wheels, and this one's in beautiful shape. Absolutely love it. And then I found a second one, and this was in a little rougher shape, pretty good on that side. It's got some chips on it. The tampos a little worn, but very cool. So these are the early ones. And then I started collecting in 88, and I found some newer versions. Well, this one is a used one, and I'm not sure exactly when this is from. This would be from, the mid-80s or so. Might even go back to those days, but very cool. The temples are a little bit worn, but overall in beautiful shape. A little bit of chrome worn off on the top of the grill, but otherwise absolutely beautiful. And let's see, this is called the Thunderbird Stalker. Now, they were originally made in Hong Kong, and then they were shifting the manufacturing over to Malaysia. So this would have been an original Hong Kong car, and then as you can see, they covered up and printed Malaysia on the chassis, but still very cool. And this is one that I found. Like I said, I started collecting in 88, and this would have been a new one. I think I found in 88, or, well, when I started collecting in 88, there were still stores that had older, mid-80s cars, and you could still find those in the package. And I found this one brand new, took it out. Very cool tampos on it. Everything's in beautiful shape. Still has the gold Hot Ones. And this time it's just called the Thunderburner. 81 Thunderbird, copyright 83, but okay. And very cool there, so love that one. And then sticking with the Thunderbirds, well, here's a new Thunderbird, the new design, which is actually copyright 1989. So let's see, that's the Thunderbird from 83 to 87, 88 maybe. And then, of course, they came up with a new design, which wasn't as cool as the older ones, but this one is based on a, well, Davey Allison number 28 Javelin Thunderbird. And I think he had a similar paint scheme, although they didn't have the rights to produce any NASCAR teams. And these were the Ultra Hot Wheels, which I don't really care for, but it still had cool spring suspension in it. So that's nice. And, well, then in the early 90s, they came up with a special series of NASCAR where now they had some copyrights for certain NASCAR teams, but not everyone. And so this is Morgan Shepherd. They didn't have Dale Earnhardt, but these were the coal mold wheels, and these are from the early 90s, 92, I do believe. Well, I'll show you this. Well, they actually had stickers for the associate sponsors on it. And that was weird, but that's what racing champions had when they first started out. But overall, pretty cool Tampa work. And Citgo was an American, USA gas company. And Morgan Shepherd drove this one. And, well, I'll show you the package that I have of Richard Petty's car, number 43. And this is the same one, same wheels on it. There's a sticker, not on straight, but this is still mint in package. And so it's copyrighted in 1992. So there you go there. Look at that, eh? So anyways, that was pretty cool, and there's a little story there. You can read that, and of course the different series of race cars that they had. So that's the two that I have there. Okay, so very cool here. So I got Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, and of course I love GM vehicles, and this is a used one. And this is, well, this is the Malaysia issued Racing Stalker. Now the Hong Kong base would have had a different name. I'm not sure what it is, but copyright 1982. Found this one used, and this is, I found a couple of other ones, but in really rough shape. This is the best one I found. And Darrell Waltrip actually drove the Mountain Dew livery, number 11 Buick. So there's the Tampa work, and it's just got the silver Hot Ones wheels on it, but still has the spring suspension. So very cool. And then there's one little sticker on the hood. That's really weird. So anyways, so that was cool. And then, of course, well, in the late 80s, early 90s, I guess I found this one. And this is a newer version of the Buick Stalker. And let's see, it's still, well, there's no name on it, but as you can see, Malaysia is still a copyright 82. And Darrell Waltrip actually had the number 17 Buick. And of course, this was before they got some copyrights to produce some NASCAR teams. And of course, I found this one brand new in the package, and I took it out. I wish I would have kept the packages with them, but very cool casting here. And as you can see, the 80s, they had this kind of notchback rear window. But of course, Ford came out with Thunderbird, which was more aerodynamic. So of course, GM followed, you know, well, they created this aero window on the back and then a smoother front end for the Pontiac and Chevrolets. And of course, this is number 3. They didn't have the copyrights, like I said, for the actual NASCAR teams until 92. But, you know, number 3, obviously they were trying to do a Dale Earnhardt Monte Carlo. And here's the chassis here. So this is a copyright 1988 there. So very cool. I love these cars. And well, check out my video. I only have 114 views on this one, and it's it's black. Average view duration, oh, okay, down, but anyways. So hope you enjoy this video, and please check out my Hot Ones video. And I'll catch you in the next one.